When it comes to lost media, there's certain more well-known topics that I tend to not cover because they've either been talked about a ton or I just have nothing new to add to the discussion. Saki Sanabashi, A Day with SpongeBob, Me and My Friends. These are all topics with long and storied histories that long predate me joining the community. So if there's nothing new for me to bring to the table, I just avoid these topics. It's better to find new topics than rehash old ones if I can't bring a fresh perspective. Today's subject has long been one of these particular topics, so I never saw myself discussing it. I certainly didn't foresee myself covering the fact that it had been found. You heard that last part correctly. In the late hours of the morning on June 18th, 2022, I received a ping in a Discord channel to a chat message that had a link attached. It was a link to a Reddit post by Sarsaparilla170170. The title of the post? Found, Sesame Street 847, Margaret Hamilton, Wicked Witch. Attached to the post was a video clocking in at 14 minutes and 59 seconds. These 15 minutes feature all of the Wicked Witch storyline from the episode. In a comment on the post by Sarsaparilla, they included a download link. This download was the entire hour-long episode. After years of people searching for it and wondering about it, here it was, sitting right on my phone. I couldn't believe it. Originally aired on February 10th, 1976, the episode featured Margaret Hamilton reprising her role as the Wicked Witch of the West from the classic 1939 film The Wizard of Oz, as she came to Sesame Street trying to find her broom after it fell out of the sky. However, the episode fairly quickly garnered controversy and resulted in parents mailing in letters and complaints to Children's Television Workshop. These parents were angered by the episode and informed CTW that their children had been scared and traumatized by the appearance of the Wicked Witch of the West in the episode. Before they could show the episode on TV again, CTW knew they needed to run some tests. So that following March, several test screenings of the episode were held, with CTW showing the episode to, quote, assess children's reactions to the Wicked Witch of the West. However, these tests weren't exactly fruitful in judging the fear aspect, as most children at the screenings were noted as being attentive during the witch scenes, and those who saw the episode in color were fascinated by the witch's green skin. But due to reactions of the parents, as well as the letters they had received, Anna Herrera of CTW's research department suggested that they not rerun the episode. And so it stayed that way for many, many years, with so much mystery and intrigue left behind as a result of the pulling of the episode. Did the episode really exist? What was so scary about it? For a long time, we only had a few images, including this iconic shot of the witch and Oscar, with Big Bird actor Carol Spinney even saying at one point that this particular episode was his favorite. So for years, we heard nothing, with so much speculation and guessing being done in the meantime. But in November 2019, a special event called Sesame Street Lost and Found was held at the Museum of the Moving Image, where clips of the episode and various other Sesame Street episodes, including clips of the unaired Snuffy's Parents Get a Divorce, were screened. Shortly after, the episode, along with every other episode of Sesame Street, was given to the American Archive of Public Broadcasting and was also added to the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., where anyone could go and view the episode. And that brings us to today. Since I have now seen the episode in its entirety, I'm going to run through the main Wicked Witch related segments. But I want to stress that I won't be showing any clips of the episode, and I also will not be sharing a link to the episode. If you want to see it for yourself, it's not that hard to find now. The episode starts with windy weather blowing through Sesame Street as David observes how spooky it looks. It's at this point that a broom falls from the sky, which David catches. The Wicked Witch appears and demands to have her broom back. But David has no plans to give it back to her until she shows him some respect. She attempts to grab it from him, but the broom reacts and shocks her. Due to a magic spell, she can't touch it while someone else is holding it. Later on in Mr. Hooper's store, David is seen talking to Maria and some kids as he recounts to them the tale of how he acquired the broom. The witch then suddenly appears in a puff of smoke, once again demanding her broom back, with David still insisting that she give him a little respect if she wants the broom. Maria tells David he should just ignore the witch and just serve them some water. The witch then makes it rain inside the store. David, Maria, and the kids then emerge from the store soaking wet. Big Bird runs into them, but David informs him that there's a witch running around and that it's not safe. But Big Bird tells David that he wants to protect his friends and grabs the broom from David, assuming he'll have to fight off a witch. The witch reappears and attempts to grab the broom from Big Bird, but again gets shocked. When David takes the broom back from Big Bird, the witch threatens to turn him into a basketball and also says she'll turn Big Bird into a feather duster. She disappears and Big Bird reaffirms that he'll be standing by his friends. The next scene shows the witch at Oscar's can recounting the events that transpired so far. Oscar overhears her and tells her she's the most beautiful person he's ever seen. The witch is flattered and is thus given an idea. She transforms herself into a woman in normal clothes. The witch then approaches Mr. Hooper's store in disguise. Big Bird is standing guard outside the store with a hockey stick and a baseball bat, which is honestly the funniest image ever. Big Bird lets the elderly woman in and she takes a seat next to Maria. David then tells her that there is a witch terrorizing the citizens of Sesame Street. When he shows her the broom, the woman asks if she can hold it. There's just one problem. David has to place it down before she can pick it up. Noticing what is going on, David pulls Maria to the side and says that he thinks the elderly woman is actually the witch. David goes back to the woman and tells her that if she politely asks, he will let her hold the broom. The woman fumbles her words for a bit, but manages to get out the word, please. Once she has her broom, she transforms back into the witch, vowing to return to Oz and never come back to Sesame Street. Maria then congratulates David on getting rid of her. Everyone then gathers outside the store to watch the witch leave. Though Big Bird is sad to see her go, because he'll miss all the excitement of her being there. The witch takes off into the sky, but shortly after leaving, drops her broom once again as she tries to navigate with no hands. David catches it again and begins to cry, stating, "I can't go through this again." The episode ends with the witch reading out the sponsors for the episode, ending on a witchy cackle. So that's the episode. Seems like pretty tame stuff, right? The episode doesn't really feature anything scary or traumatizing like the letters from parents stated. However, I could definitely see some younger children being afraid of the witch in general. I was afraid of some pretty silly stuff when I was a kid, so this doesn't seem too far-fetched to me. Any details about how the episode were found are completely unknown to me at this point, but I'm hoping we hear more soon. Anything you might hear about how it got found is all speculation and hearsay at the moment, so please take anything you hear with a grain of salt. So what's next for Lost Media? We found the Holy Grail, right? Where do we go from here? Well, Lost Media is always changing. While new things are constantly being found and old cases are being solved, there is still new stuff that people begin to search for. There will always be something new to cover. And hey, maybe one day we'll find another Lost Sesame Street episode. Maybe Snuffy's parents will finally get that divorce after all. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I've been Seeker of the Lost, and I'll see you guys next time.